So today I'm speaking about my channel that I've been posting all these CPS cases, incidents on. I post this because I want people to know my side of the story. I done been lied on so much. I've been lied on completely. I've been lied on to the point where my other 4 kids were removed from my home, which they shouldn't have been, because all they went off was hearsay. That was it. And that's all they went off of was hearsay. They didn't go off of me being attentive. They didn't go off of me doing the services. They didn't go off of me trying to get them to work around my schedule to visit my kids. They went solely off of the liars. And the reason I say liars is I'm going to show you the people that lied on my other 4 kids, where this Judge Walker was a complete cold-hearted person. She didn't give my kids the time of day. She just wanted to tell me what happened in my home like she was there. And she was not there. And that's why they've been going MIA, because they felt like, okay, as long as it don't lead back to them, then they don't have nothing to worry about. But I show these pictures and things of that nature because I was done really dirty. I was told that so many bad things. My daughter even told them the truth of what happened, and this judge did not even believe her. This judge did not even believe her. This judge have been completely cold-hearted, and they have the nerve to put her on this new case that I shouldn't even be having in the first place. But the reason I wanted to show these photos is because I needed to refresh their story once again before I get into the next part. Because if you call CPS on somebody, you should have facts. It shouldn't be where you could just lie on somebody and say they did this and say they did that. And hold on. And they just go off of that and that's it. And so they need to even give my chance a fair shot. So for all of y'all that's making these comments about my other kids and trying to state that I have history of neglecting children, that is a bald-faced lie. I have taken care of my kids ever since they came into this world. I made sure they was taken care of. I made sure that they were good. Yeah, my son Melo's late father might have picked the wrong friends, but that didn't justify what they did to my children. So since people want to make up things and tell me that I have a history of neglecting children, let's just be clear. These are the people that lied on my 4 kids. Felicia, Derek, Javon, and Deshaun. All these people right here were friends of my late baby father. So I never want to hear, and when I read this in this safety agreement, talking about I have a history of neglecting children, that is bullshit. Because these people right here were the reason that they were in my life. and what the reason why my kids got taken. Every last one of these liars claimed that my baby father molested my daughter, all these kind of things. Called on me 27 times, one of these girls, which was baby mama. So know what you talking about. I mean, and then the Judge Walker had the nerve to get on the stand and say, things are better now, because she was stating that he was dead. It didn't take him being dead for the point to get across. Nobody told me the true rules when it came to somebody that has a charge as he did. You know what I'm saying? Because there were plenty of other women that dated him and they had children. You know what I'm saying? Nobody said nothing. But since everybody want to sit here and say, I have a history of neglecting children, that's bullshit. These are the reasons that y'all were harassing me with my 4 kids. Because you believe their lies. Friends that were Sean's friends that I won't finna have take over my house. So all that stuff y'all talking about in these reports, y'all ought to be ashamed of y'allself. And y'all really, really feel that just because you terminated my rights that I cannot come back from that. I still have a choice. I still have a choice to let it be known what was said, what was done. I even have a choice to make it known in my old case that everybody that was involved in that case should be held accountable for what they did to my kids. Because you went off of hearsay, off of what these delinquents told you. You didn't have no proof that he molested my daughter. You didn't have no proof of none of that other stuff. All you went off of was hearsay. And that's it. Now I'm going to go ahead and tell you about this new case that opened up. It was this child care worker, and I found her receipt with her signature on it. So I'm on my way downtown to press charges because on November the 18th, she called CPS on me and said that I injured my son on the way to school, saying that he came with unexcusable bruises when that's not even the case. You know what I'm saying? Because before he left my house, he was just fine. Before he left my house, he was just fine. His face was in perfect tact. You know what I'm saying? He didn't have no issues whatsoever. He had not been having no issues. And the crazy part about this is DSS is harassing me once again. And they seem to think that just because I had a previous case that was bogus and I didn't have the right people to fight for me, what I mean by that is the money, then they thought that they won. They thought they can just label me as a unfit, neglected mother. And I'm not finna be labeled like that because that is not what the case is. It is not. It was not the case with my last 4 kids. The only way they had that advantage is sitting up here trying to get me to sign stuff that I don't know nothing about because I'm not a lawyer. Sitting up here believing these lies of these people when you got proof, you got my child tested, my daughter, all that stuff, you got that done, and you just wanted to make an example out of somebody. How come you don't make an example out of these parents where the kids die in their home? How come you don't make an example out of boyfriends raping their daughters, all this kind of stuff, but you want to mess with a parent that's trying? You want to mess with a parent that's doing all that she can to provide for her kids, and you actually went as far as making a bogus case stick, because it was no way that my four should have been still in foster care, especially over hearsay, especially when you didn't have no proof that that stuff happened. You understand what I'm saying? And it's just the fact that in this case right here, this lady lies on me and say that I sent him to school with bruises on him. You got people commenting in my dang on comments like they was there. They don't know me. They don't know my household. They don't know how hard I ride for my children. And I'm not finna let nobody tear me down and pull me down. You know what I'm saying? So I showed a lot of videos so people can see, okay, they sitting here talking about I neglected my son, sending him to school and things of that nature, with him having bruises on his face, and that was not the case. So when she told that lie, and then she sat here and said she told my granddad, well, my granddad told me what she said.